What's going on, YouTube Nights? It's your boy, the UnFadingRocket here, and today, yes, finally, I am so sorry that this list took me forever to make, but we finally have my top 10 games of 2020. This list is basically going to compile all of the games that I played in 2020 and order them from, well, I won't say worst to best, but like my top 10 favorites of all the games that I bought in 2020 that I played or had purchased. This list has taken a while. There was a lot of complications with getting the footage from my laptop. Hell, I had to actually get my laptop fixed for a little while. That whole process was a week, and I apologize for that once again. Shit happens, but I'm proud to present you guys with this list, and, hopefully you guys stick around for the ride. Now, without further ado, let's start the list off by going through number 10. And at number 10, we have Ninjala, a free-to-play Nintendo Switch game which is a cross between Splatoon 2 with ninjas and gum-based combat. Not gun, gum. Because the theme around the game is using your gum powers and your gum weapons in order to take out your other opponent. It's got a story mode that's locked behind a paywall, which is a big negative in my eyes, but otherwise it's pretty fun. It's got a simple yet difficult to master combat system where you basically just, button mash the, RT button. And through there, you just basically fight your opponents in order to get dominance. There's a couple of game modes. It has a lot of customizations. I really don't have a lot to say about the game because while I do think the game is fun, I haven't really played it a lot. I played it a lot in the early days of 2020, but I really haven't played it a lot since then. But don't let me shortchange you on the game. It is pretty fun, and once again, it's free to play. So if you have a Nintendo Switch and you got free time, I think you're going to at the very least, give it a try. And at number 9, we have Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. This game, for me personally, is probably my third favorite Dragon Ball game of all time. It's literally, it's more Dragon Ball. It's more RPG based than it is fighting based. It doesn't have a PvP. It's really just the story. You don't only play as Goku. You do play as the other characters, such as Vegeta, Piccolo, and Gohan and them. But it is mostly focused around Goku. It's literally just a recreation of the entire Dragon Ball story. It's more Dragon Ball. There's not really a lot I can say about it other than I do enjoy the RPG mechanics. The DLC is pretty fun. Fighting against Beerus and the Frieza, and they just released the Frieza one. I really don't have a lot to say, man. It's more Dragon Ball. If you're a Dragon Ball fan, you're gonna like the game. If you're not a Dragon Ball fan, you're not gonna like the game. Fortunately, I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan. It's my favorite anime of all time. It's the best anime of all time, I won't hear any argument, and that's why I like this game. But I only have it at number 9 because it's more Dragon Ball. It doesn't really offer a whole bunch new in terms of Dragon Ball, so, Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball. And at number 8, we have The Last of Us Part 2. It's more Last of Us, that's really all I can say, but I like The Last of Us 1, and I like The Last of Us Part 2. Some of you guys are going to get mad that I put it at number 8, but the reason why is because this one and the game that's on number 7 caused my PS4 to turn into a jet engine, and it kind of does distract me from being able to play it. I understand it's one of the most graphically impressive games on the PS4, but I don't know, man. That's why I got to put it there. That and the fact that it doesn't really do a lot to innovate the gameplay, but it has the story at best kind of got spoiled for me. But it's at best the story, if I had to give it a grade, I'd give it a B. But other than that, it really is just more Last of Us. But I enjoy The Last of Us, right? And I enjoy the moment-to-moment gameplay, the stealth, hiding away from the clickers, and all that stuff. I like that, right? I really can't say much because if you have not played The Last of Us, then you're not going to understand what I'm saying. So all I'm going to say is that, oh god, this is supposed to be a review about The Last of Us Part 2. Well, let me put it to you this way. The Last of Us Part 2 is a great game, and you should play that, especially if you played the first Last of Us. End of the story. And at number 7, we've got Nioh 2. This is the other game that turns my PS4 into a jet engine. Thank goodness I got a PS5. Anyways, some pros for Nioh 2. Nioh 2's combat's actually very, very, very interesting. It's a Souls-like game set in feudal Japan featuring yokai and all that stuff. If you guys are interested in that kind of folklore, you go ahead and, you're going to like this game. It's a Souls-like, so therefore, if you're into Souls games, you're going to very much appreciate it. I've got a friend who played the first Nioh, and he says that the combat in this one is better. I'll have to take his word on it. I personally enjoyed the game because of the weapons, because of the fact that they got the monkey staff in this game, locked behind a paywall, but they got the monkey staff in this game. The only cons that I have is that for new players, it can get a little bit confusing, right? Because, I didn't really understand the whole magic system and how it worked until I had to sit there and watch a tutorial on how to do it. But once I learned how to do it, this game became very, very enjoyable for me. Other than the loud PlayStation 4 noise and the fact that I didn't understand the story one little bit, Nioh 2 is a very enjoyable experience that I think that some of you guys are going to like if you're into Souls-likes. And at number 6, we've got Cyberpunk 2077, another very, very divisive game. And I've got to admit, the biggest reason why it's at number 6 is because of all the bugs and glitches. I really can't say a lot about the story because I'm not going to lie to you, I was not as invested into the story as everybody else was. Yes, I played it on PS4. I'm playing it on PS5 right now, and I can tell you that there is a big difference. But right now, I gotta tell you what I played on the PS4. PS4 version of this game, I won't lie to you, I didn't encounter as many bugs and glitches as a lot of people did, but I know that they're there, and the game did crash on me at least 2 or 3 times. If this seems like a very negative take on Cyberpunk, it's because of the fact that the PS4 version of this game is not good. The Xbox One version I heard is worse, but the PS4 version of this game is not good. But if you have the willpower like me to get past all of that, there is a good game underneath. And if all the bugs and patches, get fixed out eventually in the future, this is a relatively good game. I apologize if I didn't give you guys a lot of stuff to say about it, but it's because of the fact I played it on the PS4, so I can't really give you such a good review other than buy it on PC or next gen. And at number 5 is a game that I can actually give a good review for, and that's Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. This game, the pros first, this game is very colorful, very fun. It's Wipeout combined with Battle Royale and Jelly Bean characters. There's a lot of courses, and you're basically doing Battle Royale against 100 other players in order to get your hands on the crown. It's very fun. Like I said, it's colorful. The music is very endearing. It makes you want to keep going and going and going. It can get addicting. And I know from personal experience that this game can get very addicting because there's a certain individual I know who does so. Now, for the cons, the people that play this game kind of sweat this shit. There's techniques and all that stuff, and it's taking what is otherwise a kid game and turning it into something serious. It's not that serious. It's just a fun little game to play with friends. It was free. If you were able to get it for free on the PS4 when it came out, good for you. Otherwise, it's $20. Good luck with that. Fall Guys is pretty amazing. Developers, keep updating this game. It's good. At number 4, we have Immortal Phoenix Rising. This is going to be the underrated game of the year for me because this game is better than the other 2 games that Ubisoft released this year. This game was made by Ubisoft. It's literally Breath of the Wild with Greek gods. It's fun. That's the biggest compliment I can give this game. It's very fun. Combat is very fluid. The characters and story are very endearing. I don't really have a lot of negatives I can say about the game. And there's not really a lot of things I can say other than that this is going to be an underrated game, man. Like, it came out in December, a week before Cyberpunk did, and that pisses me off because it means that not everybody is going to have played this game. There's a variety of weapons. It's an open world game. The powers are amazing. I really like this game, you guys. I was really trying to make this game number 1, but there was just a whole bunch of other games that were better than it. But I'm telling you, this game, for me personally, it's very fun. It deserves its number 4 spot, and it's the best Ubisoft game I've played in a long time. And at number 3, we've got Doom Eternal. I apologize if I ramble on about the next 3 spots because these 3 are the cream of the crop in terms of the game of 2020 for me personally. I enjoy each and every single one of them, and I have so very little cons for each one that you can honestly consider them to be nitpicks. But anyways, Doom Eternal. Pros, real quick, this game is fun, fast, and fluid. My gameplay will never show that because I'm not as good as, some of the people that you see online doing it, but I enjoy every second that I play this game. I have very little to complain. It actually gives the Doom guy a story, something I've never seen before in a Doom game, even though not really. This is the first time I ever actually was interested in a Doom story. But yes, music is pretty fire. The fighting, the glory kills. It's a glorious game. It gives you all of your weapons. Singing the praises of this game is just it's not enough. If it hasn't been done already, just listen from me. It's a fun game. The one and only one nitpick that I really have about this game is the Marauders. Any person who has played this game, Doom Eternal, will tell you Marauders are some of the nastiest enemies to fight in the game. To some, they're even tougher than the final boss. And it's because of the fact that you can't damage them because they got a big shield that prevents them from being damaged. If you get close to them, they shotgun you away and it's got knockback. They're annoying. Fuck them. There's one level where you gotta fight 2 of them. Good shit. But this is, but other than the Marauders, this is a really good game. I don't really have a lot of nitpicks to say. This game would be number one if it wasn't for those Marauders. Damn, this is a really, really good game. And at number 2, we've got Crash Bandicoot Warped. Fuck! I meant Crash 4. It's about time. Damn, I sounded stupid when I said that. But yeah, it's more Crash Bandicoot, but like, damn, it's a really good Crash Bandicoot. It's basically a sequel to the Crash Bandicoot series, made by, I forgot the name of the developers, Toys for Bob, and basically it continues on the story from the from the remaster. It's just more Crash. There's really not a lot I can say about it other than it's more Crash. If you like Crash, play this game. The levels are challenging, they're difficult, but man, are they exhilarating to go through. It's literally like beating a Dark Souls boss. When you beat a Dark Souls boss, you get that euphoria. It's the exact same thing when you play this game and you finish a level. It's the exact same euphoria. That's why I like this game so much. I mean, I've always loved the Crash games. In fact, the Crash games are my, I want to say, 3rd or 4th favorite franchise, right behind Jak and Daxter and Ratchet and Clank. I don't really have a lot of cons for this game, other than, you know, some of the bullshit levels at the end, especially towards the castle, Cortex's castle at the end. But you know, those are slight nitpicks. This is a really, really well put together game. It's fun, colorful. The music is, the soundtrack's amazing. The fact that you can play as Crash and Coco. The levels, you know, not too bullshit. It's just a good game. I highly recommend you guys get your hands on it. But the number one game is definitively Ghosts of Tsushima. I don't think there's any game here that I've played where I cared a lot about the story, except for Ghosts of Tsushima. My friends, Ghosts of Tsushima is a game where I enjoyed this. I did all of the side missions for the game when I finished it, which is crazy because no other game here made me ever try to platinum it. I might actually try to platinum this game, except that it requires me to play it on the, you know, ultra hard difficulty, and that may never happen. But fuck it, the story is amazing. But one other thing that Ubisoft, take notes when you make Assassin's Creed Japan, implement this shit. Basically, just copy the formula of this game and and just make Assassin's Creed Japan, and let's see if that shit's fire. The other thing that this game has that I was shocked when I saw it was the fact that this game added an update later on down the line that has multiplayer in it. It basically has 1, 2, 3, 4 player co-op, where you basically just survive fighting waves after wave of enemies, and basically you and your friends get to have fun. It's an update that was added later into the game that just made the game even more fun. I was playing it with some of my friends, and we just had a blast playing this game. The story of this game is arguably the best story of all the games that I have played this year. The gameplay is solid. Sometimes the parkour running around can get a little bit pretentious, but that's a nitpick. Once again, that's a nitpick from my end because of the fact that I've played this game. Because of the fact that I've played games with good parkour. So, you know, it's mostly a nitpick, but I've really got no other negatives to say about this game. I enjoyed Jin. I really wanted to see Jin's, from beginning to end, I wanted to see Jin's journey to the end. I'm not going to spoil the ending, but damn, this is a good game. It's damn near flawless, in my personal opinion. There are some omissions, but like, they're mostly nitpicks, and they don't really bother me so much that it's game-breaking. I enjoy this game. This story pulled me in. It's like the God of War from 2018 or Sekiro. The story pulled me in. The gameplay pulled me in, and from start to finish, I was not bored of it at all. Plus, the multiplayer. There's not really a lot I can say about these things about this game that makes it bad. That's why Ghost of Tsushima is my game of the year for 2020. So that was our games for 2020. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I apologize. It's probably not going to be my best work, but I gave it my shot. But circumstances forbade me from being able to make a better version of this video. But I promise you, I'm going to get better at it. Plus, towards the later half of 2020, situations happened that caused me to kind of get out of the theme of what I'm doing. But I hope you guys really did enjoy the video. If I have missed anything on this list, then you guys let me know. Final Fantasy VII Remake, I know a lot of you guys are probably going to ask me where's that shit at, because I did play the demo and I did play a little bit that my cousin had. Final Fantasy VII Remake is never going to be on my list until the game is complete, okay? I don't care what anybody tells me. If it's not complete, it's not coming in, alright? And for other stuff like Hades and stuff like that, I didn't play those games. But Final Fantasy VII Remake, that was probably going to be the one that a lot of people were going to ask me for. So yeah, you're not getting that. No sports games, none of that stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I've been your Captain Rocket, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Peace.